Yes, so here we go again. We are at Talk Your Talk TV. I'm gonna just do a short video, really. Just giving my little take on things as it is now. Now, there is what you call a video trending right now. I mean, viral. Where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, okay? On stage in the Oscars. Now, the thing about it is that I heard that from another source, a source on Facebook. I was watching it actually, and then I went to see well for myself, and the truth of the matter is, when I saw how Will Smith walked up and slapped the guy, I for one moment thought maybe it was like an act, like a joke in itself. And how the guy just responded, that's Chris Rock just responded that, Will Smith smacked the shit out of him. I mean, come out kind of jokey too. But then you see the script flip, and then Will Smith was cussing, basically, real cussing. Keep my wife name out of your whatever mouth and stuff like that, I realized it was kind of serious right there and then, But then I get the feelings that, not actually the feelings. I look at it and I see it was like Will Smith like out of character in that response, in that way manner, wasn't expecting that. I mean, I guess everybody who looked at it was maybe definitely shocked to a certain point, Now, this whole idea about kicking off on people is something that people have been doing that since in school days. You kick off on somebody, you give each other fatigue, whatever. Okay? This is something that is basically traditional with stand-up comedians. You in the front row, you have a chance of getting the shot. Sometimes you mightn't be good, you mightn't like it, and stuff like that. But I'm sure that nobody ever thought about running up on the stage or ever did go up on the stage and slap down people. Well, anyway, Will Smith did that. Now, it so happened that Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett, said she have this kind of condition where she lose her hair, okay? And she losing hair. So that means it's like if she getting bald then. Now, that is a condition. It's like a sickness, whatever, but she dealing with it as far as I understand. Now, well, it's obvious that Chris Rock know about that, so, or maybe he don't know, but Will Smith and his wife business in public, so everybody would know that, and she hear shot, and whosoever saw the movie G.I. Jane with a bald head and stuff like that would most definitely understand the joke he was making. And so he was making a joke in terms of her hair being bald and everything. Okay? And for one moment, Smith was laughing, Will was kicking because he knew it is funny. He knew definitely that the joke is funny. You see, it's not like he didn't know it was funny. It was funny, but it is okay and it is acceptable. It's just like you in a situation, somebody just kicks off with you to lighten it up, make it look like, okay, it's just like a normal thing. That is what comedians, or most comedians, will do. Will Smith knew that. But then at the end of the day, we have to be very, very careful out here now. At the end of the day, you find that Jada Pinkett's face wasn't pleased. Well, she take it as a big woman, but it was no laughing matter for her. She wasn't laughing about it, you know. But then his Will Smith wife, and he probably read things in her face that maybe you and I can't read. You know, it's his wife, and he feel the obligation to, in some way, you know, protect his wife, whatever that was, going and slap a comedian on stage. You know, maybe it might have been the most gentleman thing to do, was to just go and hug his wife, you know, or something. But after he enjoyed the joke and he saw she was not pleased, he decided to do the thing what most ego prompt people to do. So he went up there, and I think that was totally disrespectful, and slapped the guy. Now, suppose Chris Rock had just blocked the slap and knock him out with the microphone in his face or something like that. He'd have been looking foolish for years. But that didn't happen. You understand what happened there? Now, a lot of people, or some people, are saying that he's right. No, you are not right. He's not right to do that. You know? He's not right to do that. Now, let me just tell you this. In many cases, a woman could cause you to make a decision that you would not have made. And that has been proven right there. That you would not have made under normal conditions. Yes. But then he know what is happening in his house. So what about if when he saw her face, he knew definitely she would basically squeeze his manhood as she accustomed doing. He wouldn't have peace. He wouldn't be able to live that down. So he had to do something drastic for his own peace of mind at home. What about if that is the case? We have to be very, very, very careful. The truth of the matter, he is not right in doing that. He is absolutely wrong in doing that. And that's the truth. You know, because knowing the culture of stand-up comedy, which he is a part of, Jada, everybody is a part of that. Knowing the culture, you understand, of this thing, he had no right to go hit the guy. And that's the whole truth of the matter. Okay? I will always say that he's wrong to do that. He's okay. I mean, he's one of my favorite artists and everything like that. But then, I cannot sit here and say Will Smith was right in hitting Chris Rock. I like to hear Chris Rock comedy. Maybe Chris Rock wanted a slap sometime. Who knows? I don't know. But in that case, he didn't deserve that. The thing about it is that they bring that stand-up comedy the way it is now. You know, the fact of the matter is, she has a condition which is a sickness. You understand? So then initially I start thinking, well, if there is a Down syndrome person on the front of the stage, right in front there, would he be making jokes about that person? No, he won't. You understand? He would not have made joke about try to let everybody laugh at that person because he know that person is sick. But then when you think about people like Will Smith, you think about Jada Pinkett, like normal people, he would understand that they would understand that it is joke and it is just funny. It's not to humiliate her, not to make her feel bad, not to make her feel funny. It's family. You understand? And you know what is really kind of, to me, songs kind of stupid, is when Will Smith had to say his thing. And he talking about the role he played in King Richard, you know, as those girls died, and he have to protect and protect and protect. Like if the role he played changed him in such a way that he feel that he will go right out of character now and slapping people on stage because they make a joke about his wife. That is just stupid in my book. You understand? And I will tell him that in his face if I was to have this opportunity to meet him, because there is no way somebody in the right mind would do that. You know, I understand you're under a lot of pressure, yeah, most definitely. And then if you have a wife home that doesn't make you feel adequate, you understand? And then your mission in life becomes a mission of trying to live up to a particular standard to please her, you know, then you're in trouble. A lot of trouble. You could speak all the wisdom you want, make your little quotes and whatever it is, but you're in trouble. See, when you put yourself in that position, when you make yourself that vulnerable, you know, when you open your whole sepulchre for the world to see you, you're a public figure. When you open everything up, your house, you everything, for people to feast their eyes and the comments and the thoughts and the everything on you, you can't defend privacy again. You can't, because you are a public person. You know, I'm sure that Jada, maybe, who knows, tell him you shouldn't have done that. Because the fact that you walked up there and you're slapping her present, I know a woman would feel embarrassed because you step out of line. You act like a little boy, you know? You act like a little imps. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, Chris Rock dealt with it in a positive way, you know? He didn't cause a brawl on the stage, two black people fighting, looking like two fools on the stage, while white people fighting in Russia and Ukraine, two niggers they fighting on stage in the US. That is stupid. And I will say straight up, maybe it might sound bad, maybe it may not sound that bad, but I am starting to wonder if it was a white comedian that decided to make this joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, would Will have gone up on the stage and slap him? I don't think so. I don't think so. But he's a black person, so you feel you have the right to slap a black person. That is what kills our community. We always have the strength on our own people. It's just like that big ass guy, strong guy, in a party. What was his name again? I can't remember his name now. But he's always a big giant all over the place, you know, in movies and things. You know? And a little piece of white man in his wife present hold on to his penis and he didn't slap him. He didn't slap him. But I'm sure, and giving all kind of excuse why he didn't break his neck or something, all kind of excuse, but I'm sure it was, if it was a black man that just make a mistake and grab his dick, watch, he'd have give him a headlock. He'd have cut off his hair. He'd have killed him. Yes, he would have killed him. Because he's a black man. I don't study you people. You are people sickening. You understand? Yeah. A whole little piece of white man grab his dick. And he stand up next to his wife and the next man grabbing his dick. And he cry like a little bitch. You understand? Act like a little bitch, spending months and whole long time trying to justify why he didn't kill him, why he couldn't kill him. All kind of words. That is just words. The reality is you are a little bitch. But then what I do know is that if it was a white man, a black man, with a breaky hand and breaky 2 foot, you'd have give him a headlock. Same thing with Will Smith. If it was some white man who say that, he wasn't saying nothing. He'd have just cool himself. So I don't realize that it doesn't matter how much money all you have and how much so-called fame you all have. You all are still in bondage. You all are not free. You understand? You all are not free. You are in bondage. And you cannot get right for hitting Chris Rock. You have to learn to respect your own people. It's a joke, and everybody know it is a joke. He wasn't trying to bring her down, pull her down, drag her down. No, he wasn't doing that. That was joke. That is how stand-up comedians do. Light in the evening, what you think she would either stayed whole day or whole night talking about Jada? Jada's so important, that would have happened. He just passed on the joke, just acknowledging Jada. You understand? Letting people know Jada Pinkett is in the house. That is how the thing does go. You know? Yeah. She didn't bust out no set of laughing and all kind of thing. But she was holding it down proper. But as I said earlier, I don't know what Will Smith interpret on her face. Because he was enjoying the joke. Because he to himself knew it was a joke. But I don't know what he interpret on her face or what he think he interpret on her face. Because these people them always making a wrong assumption about people, even the people they live with. So, ego take control. I mean, come on, man. You are the real people in this Oscar. Decent people. You understand? In the Oscar, watching Will Smith embarrass himself. You know? Well, fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, I don't know how to term it. The guy decided he wouldn't bring down no charge on him. You know, because you can't just walk up and just slapping people in their face like that. That is stupidness. If the man had pulled out a cutlass in your waist and he cut off your hand, you'd say you're in a luck. You know? Other people have to be careful. You know? But anyway, I will say for a fact, there is no two ways about it. Will Smith is wrong. Alright? Yeah. That's my take. I am not saying that a man not supposed to defend his wife. You have to. You have your woman, you have to defend your woman. You must defend your family. I am not saying no. Alright? But based on the settings, based on how things usually be, based on how you all grow up in the community, the society which you all live, what Chris Rock did, it wasn't different than any other thing that you all are accustomed doing. It is the same thing everybody accustomed doing. You understand? Alright? I'm not gonna tell you don't defend your wife. Alright? But there are ways and there are means by which you go about doing it. You don't walk up and box people. Simple. So my view on that, boom. Chris handle it proper. Will handle it like an idiot. You understand? So I get the impression like if Will have a double personality. You see? You know people with multiple personalities. So I don't know One he was laughing like he is Will, and the next one he was like what? Gemini or something. I don't know. One of them fellas. As he say, for months he been protecting those girls in the movie, you know. So he said God called him to do some protecting. He feeling to protect people. That is bullshit, and we know that. That is bullshit. You didn't even protect your children from the wickedness of the world. Why all you always want to jump up and God call you to do stuff? That is foolishness. You have a breakdown, Jen. As far as I'm concerned, you break down. At that moment, you cross a line which you was never supposed to cross. You understand? And that is a breakdown. You don't do shit like that. Ever. You know? I don't care what people say. You have some people who agree that what he did was right, and you can't go about telling people, talking about people's wife like that. But according to the culture, that is what always happens. You understand? That is what always happens in stand-up comedy. People always kicks off on people. Is like it was like a family affair. It was always like a togetherness when stand-up comedians get into the room and everybody doing their thing. You understand? Why is it that Jada Pinkett and Will different? Why is it their own different? I mean, that is a normal thing. Stand-up comedians get into so everybody who want to go up on the high horse and say, well, you do the right thing. You are an idiot. You understand? If I was Will and the man started to kick off on my wife and I see she moving different, I gonna hug her up or some shit like that. But he quite across the room, close up to her next woman, and the wife quite across so. Stand up and taking them shots for herself. Should I just walk across and just hug your wife and kicks with her? You know, support her in that respect instead of walking up and boxing people in the face. You know, if you wanted to punch him for that, you could have just wait until his story done. When he done his thing, you understand? Then you meet him and say, "But watch, I don't like that," and hit him a bang. If you want to do that, I don't know. I don't care. But what I'm saying is that the way you function in that time there, yeah, you act like an idiot. So that's the take on it, you know. So he wrong. That is my view, you know. I mean, some people could say what they want. They could try to justify it any way possible. That is their problem. But at the end of the day, you just don't go slapping people. I'll tell you something. If I'm walking the road with my girl, my wife, my woman, whatever, and a man just come and he just slap her on she backside, you know what I mean? Then that is a different case, you know. I have a feelings and thing I'll break a 2-3 bones in it. Maybe a little more, you know, because I'll get kind of pissed off. Some people say if that happen, then you just don't do that because you don't know what he and the woman have. No, it's nothing like that. You see, when you do a thing like that, you disrespect me. You understand? So as a result of that, that will be punishable by, I don't know if it's death or close to death. But then you wouldn't escape. You understand? And that is just the truth. You know, because to do a thing like that, watch, it's like a suicide mission you go on. You don't do things like that. But when you in a forum or you in a situation like how the stand-up comedians are and people giving each other fatigue and thing, that is how the thing go. I see Obama give Donald and them fatigue like normal. Nobody can go up there and say they want to slap him. That always happening all over the place, you know. If it's something that never used to happen, I would have say, okay, yeah, you disrespect my wife, you know. But Will and everybody know is the same thing that always happening. That is the name of the game. So what bullshit is this? Man, you're wrong, Jed. Yeah, I'll tell you straight, Will, you're wrong. You know, you're wrong big time. You know, you should really, I hope you apologize to Chris by now, you know, and tell the whole world that you're really sorry about that bullshit you just do. Because that is total crap you just do this. Seriously. Yeah, just stop that bullshit. You can't go about slapping people just so. Come on, man. Chris Rock and our children. If you want a child meet you and chop you, how you go look? You disrespect the man because the man have a wife. I sure you have a woman, whatever. You slap him on stage. You disrespect him in front of your family, in front of the whole world. You ain't do that too. Suppose the man come and check you with a Glock. What is your scene? You can't just go about just slapping people like that when they ain't do you nothing. There is a saying, words is wind blows is unkind. You can't do shit like that. He didn't come and grab onto your wife butt or anything like that. He didn't do that. He just kicks in, man. I guess as much he was kicking in the vein that you all are friends. You know? Because I know you all are friends. We see you all in pictures together. So he was doing it on a friend. Making her feel alright. There's no sin, But you want to go and box people. Anyway, people, be at peace, be blessed. There is other things I wanted to talk about, but this video it go long enough. So that will be in our next video, maybe tomorrow night or sometime. So be at peace, be blessed. I will see you guys in another video. Have a wonderful day. Just don't go about just boxing people, so right?